Are emotionally wired, and sometimes it's more about our feelings and, validating our feelings. And the fact that he says that in the video, like, you're the coffee that I need in the morning. You're the sunshine in the rain when it's pouring. Won't you give it up to me? Give it all. Hey y'all, it's your girl Princess Lashaun, and I'm back with another video. And today we are going to be talking about a video that I saw on Instagram that I felt like, hit different and definitely made a valid point. Okay, so I'm going to show y'all the video and then I'll be back to discuss it.
Men tend to forget that women typically are emotionally wired. When she comes to you and expresses a concern, if that concern does not line up in your head logically, men tend to dismiss it. Okay, and they don't consider how she's feeling. And I want men to understand that men and women are different. We are just built differently, and in understanding our differences, we can create more harmony with each other. When that woman says to you, this is how I feel, it's not about your logic at that point, bro. It's about how she feels.
All right, so to my ladies, what do you guys think about the video? Let me know if you feel like what he's saying is accurate or whether you feel like what he's saying is inaccurate. This is not generalized to everybody because people are different. But for a lot of women, and for me, I find that his video speaks volume. He does talk about how women are emotionally wired, which we are. Many of us are. Some of us aren't. But for the many that are emotionally wired, and sometimes it's more about our feelings and, validating our feelings. And the fact that he says that in the video, like, just because logically it doesn't line up, doesn't mean that you should take away from our feeling. And that is a big aspect of it. If you are dating somebody and they make you feel valid in how you feel, and they make you feel like what you're saying matters, there is nothing better than that. And I'm sure that there would be less arguments if a person were to do that. Like he said, don't dismiss, acknowledge, and say, you know what, I understand why you're feeling like this. And then, maybe try to reason, because tone and deliverance is like everything. If you can understand a person and then you can deliver and try to redirect them in maybe a more logical way, I'm sure there would be less arguments within relationships in general. Because I know for me, if someone is speaking in a very calm tone to me and they are, explaining why they feel like their point makes sense, I can kind of take a minute, relax myself, and really think about if I'm being irrational in any way. And then I'll come back and, apologize with the same mind and calmer energy. And like he said, women and men are different. We can't take away the differences, but in order to be in harmony, learning how to actively communicate with one another is one of the biggest deals, is one of the biggest things that matters. People underestimate the deliverance and communication and just the way you go about things, because you can get two very different reactions from the same person depending on what you say to them. Because if you're invalidating my feelings, it's going to make me defensive. It's going to make me want to argue. It's going to make me not care about what you're saying anymore. At that point, I'm not being a good listener anymore. If anything, I'm just waiting to spew what I want to talk about. I'm waiting to rebuttal. Like, okay, whatever you had to say, blah, blah, blah. And now I'm going to say my point, and there is no conclusion. So if we could come to a place where more people use his technique and more men were validating and acknowledging their women, that will have less problems. That's just my take on it. Let me know in the comments what you guys think. I will see you guys later. Make sure to give this video a thumbs up. Subscribe to my channel so you know when I post my next video, so you know when I'm talking or spewing about something.